desta vez em Thetford, e vamos conhecer um tipo diferente de motas. Motas essas com um cariz muito especial, muito típicas de Inglaterra e que só andam num único sentido. São motas de competição que geralmente só vemos em vídeos ou em filmes. Tenho aqui ao meu lado Terry. Terry vai-nos explicar sobre uma moto que já tem alguns anos de vida. No entanto, posso dizer que está como se tivesse acabado de sair da fábrica e pronta para correr no circuito. Terry, thank you for your help and this way to share with us what your passion about the Speedway bikes. Can you tell us about Speedway and have a knowledge about the race?
Well, Speedway came from Australia 90 years ago. In this country, in Britain, we're celebrating 90 years of Speedway. Now, when Speedway bikes first raced in our country, it wasn't an original Speedway bike. It was anything you could get. You adjusted the frame to make it a little bit longer or something. You picked what engine was the best you could get. You tuned it up. So there was not an actual Speedway bike as such. It was whatever anybody. People used to ride. Nowadays, people put the leg forward under the dirt. In the old days, they'd have the leg behind them, so the toes was touching. It's called leg trailing. As things evolved, the first machine what dominated Speedway was a British film machine called a Jap. Now a Jap is not short for Japanese. It's a man's initials. It's J.A. Prestwich. That's Jap. Now he created machines, engines for lots of things, agriculture. There's a very famous car called a Morgan. The Morgan car with 3 wheels. That has a Jap engine.
It's the same engine of that car.
No, it's a V engine, V twin. Where these are all single cylinders.
Mm-hmm.
But the Japs very diverse with what he built engines for: agriculture, water pumps, you name it. He created an engine. But when he turned to Speedway with these engines, it was the most successful thing he did, I guess, because for at least 4 decades they dominated world Speedway. Everybody rode Jap. That was the only machine.
And you have in here one of these models with how many years this model?
This is 1965. It was owned by. This bike was owned by a guy called Mitch Shearer, who was a very top international rider from New Zealand. He bought this as a young boy. When he was a young boy, 15 years old, he used to cut neighbours' lawns, and all the money he earned, he stacked it away till he earned enough money to buy this off of a guy who had been Australian champion in 62 and 65.
This was a winning bike.
This is a winning bike, yeah. But things have altered an awful lot. It looks very complicated, but basically it's a very powerful, strong engine in a frame. No gearbox, there's no brakes.
One of the things which is funny is all the racing bikes have brakes. The Speedway bikes don't have brakes.
Well, the thing is, because you ride on shale, gravel, shale, if you touch the brake, your wheels will go straight from underneath you. So you can't use a brake if you had them. So what they have to do, they go into a corner, and as you lean into go into a corner, you turn that way. Once you open up a bit more, then automatically that will lose traction with the ground and it slides round. The And basically you put a bike to slide like that. Now, say if you go too near to a bend, the fence, if you shut off, you're going to hit the fence. So if you go near the fence, you go faster. Now, I don't like that idea, but that's what you do.
It's not a crazy idea. I can
It's crazy, but if you go near a fence, you go down a bit more,
open more,
and your back will go round. You might touch the fence, but should go off. So, but in the old days, if you can see around here, health and safety didn't exist. This is how you'd ride a bike. This was all open, all open. If you crashed and your feet or anything went in there, well, because
maybe you're missing a few toes.
Yes, I think so. As you imagine, when you're going down the track in a straight line, you put the foot up there to rest it. But the rest of the time, quite dangerous. These dominated Speedway for at least 4 decades.
Yeah, because once you guys change here, we have this cable here. This is kind of safety in certain way.
Yeah, this is.
When you keep on the.
This isn't original. Yeah, when these bikes, they had no health and safety. But if I want to ride this today on a track, I've only put that there in case somebody wants to take it as a souvenir. But normally you have it like this. You have a crash, you fall off your bike. That goes like, pulls that off, kills your electrics. But
it's the only safety you have in the bike this way.
Well, back in the day they didn't have that. I've had that fitted for today's rules. If I didn't have that fitted, I can't ride it on a track. I can still ride this on a track. I'd have to cover those chains. There's a few bits and bobs I have to cover because of health and safety. Now we've got another bike here, and these really put the Jap out of business. This is a Czechoslovakian bike called a Jawa, and the Jawas were cheaper to maintain. A Jap, a top rider every 4 or 5 race meetings, where you'd have perhaps 4 races, have to rebuild the engine. Well, these probably do 9 meetings. So these are cheaper to run, and plus it was a modern engine. Those engines hadn't altered for 40 years, exactly the same. 40 years. There's nothing you can do about them. That's the engine. So these bikes basically put the Jap out, and then from the Japs, from the Jawas, sorry,
be like a copy.
It's moved on. There's been Westlake, which is a British bike. Now there's GM, which is a very top bike. That's Italian and GM. So the Jawas are still a top bike, but they look nothing like this. These rev at about 8,000 revs.
8,000?
8,000 revs per minute. A modern bike was 13,500. Almost twice.
Even very latest
but again, I've had to fit this. If I want to ride it,
safety. And already have all the chains covered for the certain way.
Yeah, but even nowadays,
protection.
I wouldn't be allowed to do that. Now, that bike here, this is a grass bike, but it's a modern engine. This is a modern Jawa engine, and this is grass track, so it's not a Speedway bike because it's got the gearbox, it's got rear suspension.
It's something you don't have it because in the old ones it's straight.
Yes.
You don't have any suspension on the back.
Suspension at all.
And the new ones is already have the suspension on the back. These ways, a little more comfort.
But this is grass track. It's not Speedway. But that's how the engine looks these days. Even on a Speedway bike, an engine lays that way. And these are called lay downs because the engine laying down. Old Speedway, they're called uprights. The engine goes upright.
Yeah.
So if you ever hear somebody say, I've got a Jawa, and they say it's a lay down, you know it's like that. If they say I've got a Jawa upright,
in comparison to these,
it stands up.
Would be straight.
And these days, on Speedway, you have to have these, a heat guard.
Yeah.
Here, here's the silencer behind, that's a heat guard, because on modern Speedway tracks, you have a fence, air fence. It's a big plastic bag, basically, big rubber plastic bag full of air. So when these guys, they crash, hit the bag, helps them from serious injury. But if they didn't have a guard on, that would melt it.
Yeah.
And all the air comes out.
This way we have more safety when hit
Yes.
the airbag
Yes.
instead of the.
And that's why you have
be
to have
another
these.
kind of protection on the side of the gun.
And that's why you have to have.
Of the truck.
And that's why you have to.